जय जय श्री गंधर्व चैतन्य महाप्रभु की सर्वज्ञुना लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त शर्मणि भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गौर प्रेमानंद।
Hare Krishna. Welcome to day 21 of Bhagavad Gita session. Today is the last day of this session. Today we'll learn about summary of all these chapters in one session itself, so that we can revise all these chapters. Along with this, we'll also learn the next steps that will be following in the when all of you come to the next level, and there will also be introduction to the organizing team. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, you can start.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Okay, Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome to all. And today is the summary of 18 chapters. So we're really seeing all the 18 chapters and the essence of each and every chapter. Okay. So let us start this with usual prayers. Hold the hands. And at least today, you'll be able to see the whole thing. You'll be able to understand in one step all the essence. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavati Paschatyatishatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Nama Acharya Padaya Nitakripavadaya Gauragata Dhamataya Nagaragravataram Karoti Vachalam Bangam Langayate Girip Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Chaitanyam Ishwar. So let us offer obeisances, gratitude and thanks to His Divine Grace Avichanara Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and by whose mercy we are all able to become devotees and understand the perfection of our life and what is our life. And today we'll be seeing all the 18 chapters. The very first chapter, you can see the overview of the chapter. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. In this chapter, what all we saw the mindset of Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. The adharmic person's mindset, how it would be. It's always doubtful, fearful, partial, then selfish, diplomacy and inner fear. Everything, all the bad qualities you can see in this Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. The way they were approaching and asking the questions, and how Duryodhana was treating even his spiritual master and the chief, whatever, how they were dealing it. Even the words, how it was. So many things we saw in this. But a dharmatma, a person was religious. What is the result? With the Pandavas. Even the signs, you can see the omniscience results also are showing that the victory is in the side of dharma. That's why scripture says, Dharmo rakshita rakshitaha. Who protects Dharma? Definitely Dharma will protect him ultimately. This is the essence we have to understand. In this we saw many things. Then now Krishna wants to give Bhagavad Gita to us. So he's making Arjuna to stand in a position where he will be asking the questions. So now he's hesitant to fight and he's becoming bewildered because only one small thing is that swachanam. Even for us, when we see that this is mine and this is, I should take this, it belongs to me, you become very perturbed, you become very selfish, you become very small, but you become selfless. You see that everything belongs to Krishna. The vision is so huge, You don't get perturbed in certain conditions and you can take easy decisions. So very important. Once we get this vajanam, me, I and mine, that is the resource of all our. Anyway, in the next chapter, Krishna will remove that. So turning point, what happens when we have such kind of an attitude? So where our hands are all shivering, skin is burning, mind is reeling, so many things, we couldn't take any proper decisions. Now Arjuna is giving the reasons now. It's compassion, loss of enjoyment, fear of sinful reaction, and destruction of the family, tradition, and indecision. 5 reasons he gives not to. Right? Finally, in second chapter, Krishna explains. First, he has to surrender. Arjuna surrenders to Krishna. Karpanya dosha pahata svabhav vrikshyamitam dharma sammuda cheta ichreya shanishidam briyutan meshishyastyam shadimamtam pannam. As soon as he surrenders, not that Krishna is revealing everything, first thing he chastises him for not having the complete knowledge or the ultimate knowledge and thinking that he knows everything, as we are all doing today. We think that I know everything. Rather than taking the shelter of a spiritual master, we think that I know everything. He says, Ashochan anvashochastum pragnavadam shabashase gatasam nagatasam nanushocanti pandita. You are thinking that you are a pandita, but you are a great fool because you don't know the ultimate goal of your life. Then he starts the Atmajnana, the identity. Who am I? Dehinosminata dehe kaumaram yavanam jaratata dehantra praptir dira sattanamukhyati. Not only takes almost 120 to 25 slokas where he explains completely about this. And he says the qualities of the soul also. Nainam chindanti shastrani nainam dahati pavakaha na kledayanti apuna ashoshayati na marutaha. Never it can be cut, never it can be burnt or returned, anything. You cannot spoil or end to this. So it is endless, beginless. It is eternal and it is a part of Supreme Lord. Yeah. And he gives the, what I can say, the body, the gross body, explanation of our gross body, settled body, and the soul. What is the difference between the soul and the, once we know this, after knowing this, we get 2 dharmas, 2 duties. What is that 2 duties? Swadharma and Nitya Dharma. As a body, what should I do? I should take the responsibilities of this nation, take the responsibilities as a family head, take the responsibilities of many things, what the role we are playing through this body. And because I am the eternal soul of Krishna, that is a part and parcel of Krishna, Jivera Swarupaha Krishna Nityadas, I should start serving Krishna. Eternal, that is my eternal service. Swadharma. Sorry, Nitya Dharma. So you start serving the Lord also through soul and bodily, you have to take the responsibilities also. And finally, Krishna says, and here we saw the important story of anger. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa sangha sanjayate kama kamat krodho vijayate. No? How we just get binded in this world. By just seeing the sense objects, we start contemplating it and just we fall prey to it. Then finally it transforms to lust, and thus lust transforms to wrath, that is anger. In this way, our last is pranashyati. We saw a story of a family just for the reason of being angry. The whole family was lost, isn't it? Then Krishna says about the higher taste. When you can give up all these objects, sense objects, when you are tasting the higher taste. I gave the example of a bike. A person who's having a cycle is not willing to give up his cycle, but when you present him a bike, automatically gives up the cycle. The same way, when we give the higher taste to the senses, automatically the senses rejects material things. Vishavinivartante niraharasya dehna rasojam rasopasya param drishtva nivartate. So things we find the second chapter. And what is the third chapter? Third chapter is important, especially the Tyaga. We saw something, the essence of our life, how to progress in our life, how to be getting liberated. Story of that thief and the sadhu. He just pretended as a sadhu, and the king came and gave the prostrate obeisances to him. Understood one ultimate thing that minister was that when I say no something to this material things, I'll be getting more. When I say completely no to this material world, then I'll be qualified to enter the spiritual world. And that is the ultimate liberation. Okay, then that is true renunciation, false renunciation. True renunciation, what is the difference? The false renunciation, nothing but just giving up all our activities. Some fools do that without knowledge. But the real renunciation is giving the results. That is karmanyavadikarasya ma paleshu kadachana ma karma falaherturvar mate sangustu karmani. But that's six. Not understanding half of it and thinking that, oh, work is everything. No. Work and the results has to be offered to the. Then you saw the regulated activities and exemplary. So how a person should be exemplary and from whom you have to take that as an exemplary. So you should take something like Srila Prabhupada, not something a demon. Now, I hope you all understand if I say a demon, who is he? Not a person who's with some horns or very wild. No. Demon is a person who thinks himself as a body. That is it, very clear. That is the starting point or ending. He goes ultimately to be a great demon like Ravana and Hiranyakashipu, or even we, when we think that this body is everything, and for selfish things we do and for sense gratification, we are just having the qualities of a demon. Clear? So we should follow a great Acharya like Prabhupada. Automatically we will be liberated from this material. Then, what is the real enemy of us? It is the lust only. Krishna says here, Kamayesha Krodayesha Rajoguna Samabhavaha. Krishna, Arjuna, it is only lust, which is the eternal enemy of this living souls. Yeah. Then, the fourth chapter, the eternal knowledge, transcendental knowledge. We came across a story here. So where I was saying this, actually in introduction only I told that the Arjuna and Duryodhana, when they had an opportunity to choose what they need, it was only Krishna and two Akshani soldiers were there. So what did Arjuna choose? Krishna. And even in Bali Maharaj story also we saw, even at what I can such kind of a condition, was able to think about satisfying the Lord. So when we have this transcendental knowledge, we'll be able to differentiate which is smaller, which is bigger, or which is a superior, which is inferior. What decision should I take? So this transcendental knowledge. So who can acquire? It is only a devotee who has surrendered to Krishna can acquire this knowledge. And this knowledge comes through parampara. If the knowledge is not coming through parampara, then definitely you cannot accept it. You understand? Evam parampara praptamimam rajasya vidu sakale nihamahata yoga nashta parantapa. Clear? Then accurate understanding. Here many of our misconceptions were removed. That is, yetamam prapadyasatam satai bhajamiham. Krishna says not that everyone whoever worship is however will get ultimately the same result. Some fools say that, no? Whatever you do, you get the same result. Krishna says no. In which bhava you do, what understanding you do, you get the same thing. You cannot have the same results for all. And Krishna says one more thing, Chaturvanya Maya Shushnam Gunakarma Vibhaga Shada. This conception that we had in Brahmana and Shudra Vaishya. Krishna says it is me who have created. And it is not created based on the Janma, on the birth. It is created based on the karma and guna. What is the nature they have and what are the activities they are doing. Based on that, it has to be. Okay, then reactionless. We saw about the karma, vikarma and akarma. Karma is nothing but activities, and vikarma is, and karma is also based on scriptures. When you do the activities, it is karma. When you do against the karma, and when you do for the Supreme Lord, it is akarma. Finally, Krishna says to surrender. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshayanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva. Surrender unto the spiritual master. How should we surrender? Tadvidi pranipatena. Very humbly we have to serve. Very humbly we have to serve. Then we'll be able to take this transcendental knowledge will be revealed in our heart. Okay. Then in the fifth chapter, stained world. Another important story we saw here. What was that? The Lakshmi Devi keeping the 10 gold coins. Just by collecting 3 gold coins, he thought, oh, my life is done. Not only my life, my children, my grandchildren, everyone can be happily living after this, taking this 3 gold coins. But he collected 10 gold coins. Was he happy? No. What happened? He was searching for the 11th, which is not there. Because Lakshmi Devi has not kept that. So never ever is going to get that 11th coin, but he was searching for it. The same way, how to stay in this world? be happy what we have. Don't search for something which is not there in our life. This is what I can say. We have living. This is the essence to understand that. This is how I can be happy, not by always being greedy and thinking to get more and more. And the three doers, when activity has been happening, who is doing that? That activity comes by the desire of a soul, and the super soul, the Supreme Lord, sanctions it. Then finally, the Prakriti, the material nature, performs it. So, because your activities, the main source is the soul, he is responsible for it, whether the good result or the bad result. In equal vision, Vidya Vinaya Sampanya Brahmini Gavyastini Shuni Chaiva Chapaki Pandita Samadarshana, a person is having this knowledge, Bhagavad Gita, his vision will be equal. He'll be able to see a Brahmana, a dog, a cow, an elephant, all in equal level, because he is seeing the super soul within every living body. And finally, we saw the last one, how to, the formula to be in peace. Bhoktaram Ignatapasam Sarvalokam Surhudam Sarvabhutanam Gyatva Shanti Mrichati. This is the formula to be happy. That is, one is Bhoktara. It is only Krishna who is the enjoyer. Sarvaloka Maheshwara is the only supreme personality of Godhead. Shrihadam Sarvabhutanam, he is the only well-wisher of all the living entities. Once we have this knowledge, we will automatically peaceful. And in the 6th chapter, Dhyana Yoga, here you can see Krishna is explaining about our mind. The enemy and the friend, it is only our mind, not our neighbors or someone like that. No, no one is our enemy and no one is our friend. It's only this mind. When we feed the mind with intelligence, with good knowledge, it will be a friend. If you just leave that without proper knowledge, and if it behaves according to the senses needs, it is our in Ashtanga Yoga, Yama, Niyama, Hasana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. The 8 levels in this Dhyana Yoga starts from do's and don'ts. And finally, you saw, for that Pranayama sitting posture takes 12 years of practice to become perfectionist. Then controlling the settled air, which is within our body, Panchavayu, Pranavayu. You have to control that and make the chakras to come to the level of Agnya Chakra. Then you have to what I can say, from our Brahmarandra, you have to come out, and a particular time you have to leave your body, then you'll be able to reach the higher planets or Vaikuntha. And it is very, very, very difficult one. So Arjuna asks, what would happen to them if they don't succeed? And Krishna says, definitely I'll protect them, so that I'll give them the next life, where in a family of pious or in a great devotees. Finally, Krishna says, Yoginam Rapi Sarvesham Madgatena Antaratmana. It is only my devotees who are right. So Yoginam Api Sarvesham, the best of the yogis is mine. Finally, the 7th chapter, we start with the Bhakti Yoga. So here in this, we saw the knowledge of the absolute. So Krishna says he was very pleased by Arjuna's attitude. So he's saying that, Arjuna, hear, Tatshunu, hear from me. Attentively hear. I'll reveal you something that which even the whole Vedas you cannot find. Such transcendental knowledge are the confidential knowledge I'll reveal to you. And for this, taking this pramana is 3 ways. One is pratyaksha, anumana, and shabda. What is pratyaksha? Whatever I see in from my eyes and hear from our ears, we think that is ultimate. No. Then money will come saying that some logic things. No, that is also not true. What is the complete understanding? When it comes by shabda, guru, sadhu, shastra. Then everywhere, when you have this knowledge, and you'll be able to see Krishna everywhere. He is the source of everything. Taste in water and light in sun. In this way, everything you'll be able to see. Then 4 people, even after all this, 4 people will accept and 4 people will reject. Who are those? So it is one, Muda, Naradama, Maya, Parthagnana, and Asuram Bhavam Ashritaha. These 4 kinds of people, they reject the Lord because they are fool. Naradama, lower all mankind, and a person who is always immersed in material things and who is demonic nature. These 4 people, and 4 people who surrender to it is Artho Arthati Jignasu Jnani, that is, who needs of some wealth or is actually his own problems. Another person who wants to more wealth. The 3rd person who is Jignasu, he wants to know what is the ultimate of life. Why I have taken this birth as a human being? What is this purpose? Many things. That kind of jignasu to know more. And a jnani, even after knowing all the things, he becomes a jnani and finally ultimately surrenders to the Lord. These 4 kind of people surrenders. Then demigods, So it is Devatas who worship to the Devatas, Kama says Jnana, a person who is with less intelligent, who needs only to fulfill his material desires, he goes to the Devatas. But a person who wants to liberate from this material world, he goes to Mukunda, Mukti Padata Mukunda. Shiva says it's very clear. A person who can give us Mukti, it's only Krishna and another. No other Devatas can provide us. Okay. Then 8th chapter is something about our examination. And Arjuna was having many doubts that all the 7 questions were answered. Finally, ultimately, the 8th question, how to remember at the time of death. Krishna says that this is our examination. Antakalech mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. At the time of death, if you are qualified, if you are able to say chant the holy names of the Lord, definitely you will be able to qualify to go back to Godhead. So this happens only. Who is practicing this life and who is developing such consciousness only can chant. So that you cannot give up this material world and go to Himalayas. You cannot give up everything and be as a materialistic person. So what should we do? So we have to do our activities based on remembering Krishna. Okay. Then attaining the Supreme. So now Krishna is giving the examples of spiritual world and material world. He's showing that the spiritual world is so beautiful. So you can come towards the spiritual world. And devotion finally says how difficult it is for a yogi to give up his body and how easy it is for a devotee. Yogi wants to leave his body by taking all the chakras to the top, the Agna chakra from Brahmarandra, he has to give up. And to a particular time, particular day, everything is considered there. But for a devotee, is completely surrendered. So he's least bothered at all. Any time he can die, anyhow he can leave his body. Finally, ultimately reaches Vaikuntha. Then the 9th chapter, it is the most confidential knowledge. Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitramidamuttamam Pratyakshavam Dharmyam Susukam Kartumabhyayam. So Krishna says here, it is the knowledge, the king of all knowledges, and it is mostly confidential, secrets of all secrets. An inconceivable relationship. So here it says an inconceivable relationship between the devotee and the Lord. Many things he says here. What I can say, how a soul and how the Paramatma, super soul, is connected, and how he treats his devotees. Personally take care of my devotees and are completely engaged in my service. So actually only fools reject him. Only fools deride him because thinking that he is also a human being coming in the form of human. So he's an ordinary human, or he can be a great human, but they are not ultimately qualified or intelligent enough to understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality. It's only Mahatmas who consider. And where Mahatmas are always protected by the Lord. Mahatmanastamam partha daivim prakritam ashuddha. And many important things in the glories of Bhakti. Krishna says it is very simple and it freedoms us. And he says always he takes care of us. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhurya samantavya samyak vyavasito hi. Even my devotees have sometimes unknowingly commit mistakes, you consider him as a sadhu because I take care of him. Shipram bhavati dharmatma nashashvachantim nigacchati. Kaunteya pratijani nama bhakta pradashyati. My devotees will never perish at any time because I will be there personally. Yeah. And in 10th chapter, we saw many other things also. The 4 shlokas, Chatur shlokas, that is, Sarvasya Prabhu Matha Sarvam Pravartiti Matva Bhajante Mam Buddha Bhavas Samanvita. Krishna says, I am the source of all spiritual and material world, and my devotees always imbibed in me, always think of him. That is only happiness they have, my devotees. They experience the bliss when they just Bodhayantas Parasparam, always talking about me. Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya. Then Krishna says, Tesham Sahata Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Bhakti Yogam Tamena Mamupayantite. So I just sit in their heart as a lamp showing the light, and I'll just remove all the darkness of their hearts and give the intelligence which is required. When they do Priti Purvakam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam, loving service, that is what we are practicing, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and lovingly offering the bhogas to the Lord. Isn't it? Then acceptance, how Arjuna is accepting Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Paramam Bhavan. In this way, he is accepting the Lord. then finally reveals. Krishna reveals, he gives a huge, the Vibhuti Yoga completely, how we should see him. Whatever is prominent, whichever is the superior thing, you can see Krishna in that. He says, I am a lion among the wild, I am eagle among the birds, and among the rivers I am Ganges, and among the water bodies I am ocean, and among Munis I am Narada, among demons I am Prahlad, among Devatas I am Indra, among human beings I am king. So many things. Among weapons I am Vajrayudha. What is the greatest thing you see? That is Krishna. Everything comes from Krishna. Here we saw a story that where Lakshmi Devi, it's pastime, small pastime, where the dead body was not able to come and collect the gold coins. It was all running behind. So the life source, the source of our life itself is Krishna. So when you have this knowledge, you'll be able to understand, reveal that Krishna is. Okay, then the 11th chapter, we saw the universal form. Lord, where he shows his universal form and the differentiation, that how Sanjaya is seeing, how Krishna is revealing, and how Arjuna is seeing you. All the 14 planetary systems he was able to see. And he was seeing, experiencing that how they are behaving with this universal form. Some devotees were scared, they're running here and hiding. Some are giving posted obeisances, some are worshipping him, some they're doing according to, based on their relationship with the Lord. Not that everything is revealed in the same way. That's why Krishna says, and one important thing we saw here, how should we approach the Lord? Seeing the attitude or the activities of Arjuna. First thing, when you enter the temple or anywhere you see the Lord, first thing is the thing, you have to glorify him. Chant some mantras, chant some shlokas or verses, whatever you have memorized. If that is not there, at least you glorify him by remembering some pastimes. Then give the obeisances and ask for pardon. That something unknowingly, I might have committed a mistake. And finally, then we have anything to ask to him, then you can request him. Yes, this is my need. Please fulfill it. And if you wish, and you ultimately think that it is good for me, you fulfill my desire. And finally, Krishna says, armed form. This my form is the ultimate. He comes back to Chaturbhuja Vishnu form, and finally comes to Krishna and says, this is the form which is ultimate. And then in the 12th chapter, the last chapter of this devotional services, God God. In that two important question of one Arjuna, it was whether should we worship the form Lord or without form. Krishna says very clearly, it's me you have to worship. This is ultimate. The form of the Lord has to be worshipped. And he says, it is very difficult for an embodied person to worship a light, worship a formless. Here, then options, he gives many options for devotees, how they have to surrender to him. He says, he is the best of all, who completely immersed in me. It is not possible, then you become a sadhaka. You chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you be a sadhaka. If that is also not possible, okay, you serve for me, some or the other, you do some services to me. If that is also not possible, at least offer something to me. Purify yourself. Clear? Then devotees' disposition, we saw how devotees deal with the Supreme Lord, with the living entities, and himself. Any problems comes, how he faces, and when it comes to others, how he deals, and how he glorifies the Lord. Many things we saw here. And from the 13th chapter, it was Jnana Yoga. Many technical questions were asked here. What is Kshetra? What is Kshetrajna? What is Jnanam? What is Niyam? All the 6 questions was answered by the Lord. Then the items of knowledge, we just saw each and every item. So how the difference between our common understanding and the understanding of scriptures, or understanding, authentic understanding of it. All the 20 qualities. And Krishna says, other than this, everything is ignorance. And finally, there's a difference between the soul and super soul we saw, and the enlightened. A person who is enlightened, self-realized, how does he see? And what is Jnana Chakshu? After this Jnana Chakshu having the vision, how is this vision? Yeah. Then in the 14th chapter, we saw the 3 modes of nature, very subtle things. And by these 3 modes, there is goodness, passion, and ignorance is always raised for prominence, that it wants to become superior. It is we, with our intelligence, with our knowledge, we have to deal accordingly, so we can develop our consciousness based on our intelligence. So we can come to the goodness platform, and from there we can come to the Shuddha Sattva, pure goodness. Yeah. And actions in the modes, we saw how to eat, how to sleep, how to talk, how to read, what to read and what to see. Everything was taught by the Lord. Then finally, pure life, mamcha vibicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samati taitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. At once, a person who is engaging in devotional service very easily be able to overcome these three modes of Krishna says, Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna. Very important, Krishna. Arjuna, you have to come out of these three modes to get liberated from this. Then in the 15th chapter, Purushottama Yoga, we saw that whether we are staying in a hotel or home, actually this is a rented thing. Not only rented, just to stay for some time we have come, and never you should be trying to settle here. Our body is also temporary, but you shouldn't try to make the body settle, permanent, makeuping and taking more precaution for this body and trying to do it. Ultimately, one or the other day you have to give. Yeah. Then Krishna is saying the example of spiritual world and material world. 8th chapter also he told, and he is saying more prominently how important is it my spiritual world abode, and there is no need of sun and light and anything, because it is self. Then maintainer of body, mind, and soul. Where Krishna is maintaining our body, mind, and soul in many ways. We saw examples of moon and sun, how important it was, and how Krishna has created everything is complete. Om Purnamadam Purnam Purnat Purnam Mudachyate. So it is whatever Krishna, it comes from Krishna, it is complete. You can see the nature also, how the rain is coming because of the sunlight. Sunlight, when it comes, it evaporates the water of the ocean and finally forms as a cloud and it pours the rain in all the places. And more excessive water is once again passed to the ocean. It's a circulation. We can see in the breathing also, we take oxygen and plants take carbon dioxide. They give oxygen and we give carbon dioxide, isn't it? See how the creation is in complete. Then he takes care of body and mind and soul by the scriptures. He used the scriptures. Sarvasya chaham riddhi sannivishtu matta smita jnanam aponam shavedesha sarvena veva vedya vedanta kut veda vetyeva chaham. He used all the scriptures and sees that how my devotees or my is a part and parcel. Mamaivamsha jiva loka jiva bhuta sanatana is trying to call us back by sending like acharyas like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya or Srila Prabhupada. In this way, is making us to come back to the, and the most important 3 verses, essence in 3 verses, that is fallible, infallible, and the God. We are all very conditioned souls who are in this material world, but many living entities in the spiritual world, they are Nitya Muktas. They are all infallible, but the Supreme Lord is Purushottama, is superior to all. Once we enter the spiritual world, we shouldn't think that even I'll become God. No way. Lord is always Lord and He is Krishna. Then 16th chapter, another important thing, Daivasura Sampada Yoga. We said the difference between the demons and the divine. A person who sees the very beginning story itself, he understood. That is Indra and Virochana. When the ones who understand this body is everything, is a demon. But person who understands that there is a spirit soul, which is a part and parcel of the Lord, and this body is different than that, He is divine. And just by understanding this, our activities will start based on our soul, our reality. Then other aspects. So how should we overcome this? That is by A, B, C, D, the demonic activities. And what is the outlook at the options of the demons? How do they behave? How do they think? How there is the activities they do, and they ultimately they think, I am all in all, because everything is happening good to them. They think that everything it is, there is no God. Everything, whatever I can desire, I can do it, because they are demons. They are not able to understand the previous life's karmas and what is my future, what is going to happen, all those things. Okay, finally, removal of devotees' demonic qualities. Here, finally, being a demon, what happens? 3 gates to hell. That is Kama, Krodha, Lobha, lust, anger, and greed. These 3 gates for the hell. And how a devotee escapes? It's very simple. Accepting scriptures. A person who accepts scriptures, very easily will be liberated, or very easily will come out of this hellish conditions. But a person who never takes scriptures, that is Bhagavad Gita, definitely he is going in the path of hellish way. Then 17th chapter, once again Arjuna is asking this question. What will happen to the people who are not accepting Bhagavad Gita? Krishna says, they just lead their life according to the faith, according to based on their 3 modes. Here, once again, importance of 3 modes comes, and he used the example. In these 3 modes, how they're getting guided, what happens to them? The faith and worship, food, sacrifice, conduct, speech, mind control. physically, mentally, and emotionally, everything is being controlled by these three modes. So we should be very intelligent to handle this by subtle things, which is Prakriti Kriyamanani Gunai Karmani Sarvasha. Hankara Vimudatma Kartamiti Manyate. All the activities are done by the three modes of nature. Prakriti. But in false ego, you think that it is me, I am doing everything. This is a foolishness. Once you come to this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, you'll be able to understand who am I and what I'm doing. And finally, charity. Charity is so important. I was saying every grihastha should do charity. Every grihastha to purify. And I showed how to do this also in Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, and Tamaguna also, isn't it? Then Shuddha Sattva. Finally here, Krishna says, ultimate enjoyer, it is Krishna. A person offers everything to Krishna, is ultimately, he will be the real perfectionist life. The 18th chapter, we saw the summary of Karma Yoga. It is 18th chapter is nothing but the conclusion of all the chapter like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. Finally, like that, he is given the summary of Karma Yoga, and finally says that a person even who kills will not get any result when he is in this transcendental knowledge. In modes of nature, once again, in the modes of nature, he says about the knowledge, work, understand, and the determination, happiness. All this, how these three modes are working, and then the final ideal worker. Let him be a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and we saw the qualities of those personalities. And whatever they do, ultimately for Bhakti, it's not required anything. Ultimately, you can get liberated by the story of a Brahmana and a cobbler. Saw those things. And the love of God. And the love of God, Sarva Dharmantari Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Rajaham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Shuchaha. By lovingly serving the Lord, how we can ultimately get liberated. And we saw the story of that king and the old woman. Just thinking to serve the king, she was able to acquire everything in our life, in her life. Once we think to serve the Supreme Lord, who is the proprietor of the whole universe, what will not we get? Listen? Yes, then the end result. So Krishna is saying, whoever distributes this knowledge to others is very, very dear to me. And it is benefiting even to who are listening attentively and who are reading this. Bhagavad Gita also will be ultimately benefited. Clear? Yes. Now, do we end here? No. So first, I'd like to thank each and everyone who have participated in this. See, without your help, it would be difficult to do this. Like, where will we go to if there is no devotees who are sitting and hearing to us? It becomes a waste. The first thing is, it is all you who took the pain to wake up in the early morning, come and attend. Definitely it is benefiting both, not only you, even us, because we are just revising this. And Krishna says, whoever gives knowledge is very dear. So we are becoming dear to the Lord by doing this activity. And we can only do that when you are all there. So I thank each and every devotee who is participating in this. And these are all our representatives. You can see here, I hope you all seen them. That is Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Raja Prabhu you have seen, and Pramod Prabhu. Pramod Prabhu, who takes care of all your quiz and feedback sections, all these things. And Anil Prabhu will be doing the next session, and many other services also he was doing. And below you can see, it's all the calling services we were doing. It was Ashalata Mataji, Manasa Mataji, Radhika Mataji, Preeti Mataji, Sindhu Mataji, and Shweta Mataji. You see the voice note, it was by Shweta Mataji. And your next session of chanting, everything will be conducted by Sindhu Mataji and Anita. Okay. Thanks to ISKCON, Sri Narasimha Giridhari. Definitely without the blessings of the Lord, can we do this? No. So Lakshmi Narasimha Deva and Gandharika Giridhari's blessings was there. So we were able to do this successfully. And the support of our temple authorities also. So guidance, everything is required. No one that comes perfect, single-handedly. We need a teamwork. You know, everyone are there, only we can do some small thing also. So everyone's blessings, prayers, everything was. Then for your life, never ever forget A, B, C, D. There is association. Association of the devotees, some or the other. You see that you get associated with the devotees. When you're near to some ISKCON, near to some place, you just get connected. Say in Shira and Electronic City, we have some centers, so you can just get connected. And other than that, we have different other ISKCONs also. You just can connect there also. Isn't it? Yes, then the books, the ultimate source of our knowledge. Take Srila Prabhupada's books, purchase it. I had requested Chandrasekhar Prabhu to share the link also. If he shares that link, it will be helpful for you to purchase wherever you are. You can purchase all the books of Srila Prabhupada and try to read. Then chanting. Chanting is your life and soul. Till the last breath. No way giving up Krishna. Chant, he will be with us. Very simple. And this is perfection of our life is Diti Seva or diet. Eat only prasadam offer. It is sin-free. It is sin-free. Just offering to the Lord. And yeah. Then stay connected with us. What is the next level it will be? Please be connected with us for daily Gita one verse chanting, one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and weekly 90 minutes session. Every week once you'll be hearing one 90 minutes session that is Bhagavatam. Any topic, from any topic, will be discussion. So where Sindhu Mataji will be explaining, and when I'll be free, I'll be coming. Now let us chant once Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lakshmi Narasimhadev, Gandharvika Giridhari, and this our Srila Prabhupada. And this is ISKCON HP. Now, request everyone can share their individual experiences about the session and can give your feedback. Okay. So meanwhile, we'll see here some announcements, and then first let us hear something from our existing devotees and the new devotees. Okay. Yes, Chandrasekhar Prabhu. Chandrasekhar Prabhu, just take a break. Just take a break for 1 minute. You can just explain the yesterday's this thing or whatever.
Yes, I'll show the report of yesterday. Hare Krishna. So this is a report of chapter 18 feedback and attendance as well. So around 45 to 50 devotees attended the session. I took the higher count. And quiz was participated by 35 devotees. Chanting was done by 24 devotees. Naivedya was performed by 18 devotees. And next level around 33. So overall we have around 47 devotees who are willing to come to the next level. So you will be put into another group, and Sindhu Mataji will take those sessions. Each day one shloka will be explained and chanting also will be performed by any of you. So this is the list of 47 devotees who are willing to come to the next level. And we can also see some feedback, which are like, I'll go through some good feedback. Like Harichandan Mataji says, thank you Guruji for all the 18 days classes of Bhagavad Gita. Learned a lot many things. Ashok Prabhu says, a good and amazing session, very beautifully explained. Lavanya Mataji says, thank you for all these wonderful sessions, Prabhuji. The way you explain with stories makes us think more and become more Krishna consciousness. Rohin Kumar says, mesmerizing. Radhika Mataji says, it was good, interesting. And yeah. So goodness, passion, understand, excellent, amazing. Many people are saying amazing, excellent, very informative. Niranjan Bharatwaj Prabhu says these 19 days are one of the best days attending the session. Thank you. Yeah, there are two questions. Prabhuji, you would like to take two questions that are there in the feedback. Ashok Prabhu says how to apply in all aspects of life. Maybe I'm not sure what the exact question is. It's
how to apply in all aspects of life. How to apply Bhagavad Gita, it might be. Or
maybe.
So that Krishna reveals. Tesham satyayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayanti. They is sitting as Paramatma within our hearts based on our desires, our mood, our attitude, and our karmic results. Everything based on that. He will give the intelligence and he will provide everything for us to fulfill the desire also. It's the only thing we have to surrender. Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Next.
Next one is from Praveen Kumar Prabhu. Senses are like horses. Why human beings in Kali Yuga are not capable enough to control their senses, knowingly that we are on wrong path? and why always mind is more attracted towards and convenient with negativity more than positivity.
Yes, ignorance. Definitely. It's only by ignorance. A person who is completely having this knowledge. So Praveen Kumar, when he comes to Bhagavad Gita, you understand this, oh, I am taking a wrong path. But you are not able to distinguish what is right and wrong. So whatever gives me, for senses, the direct thing, it is grossest thing is the senses. When that is getting pleased, we understand, oh, this is the path, right path for me. This is how ultimately it gives the happiness. But still you are experiencing the sorrow or the misery out of it. But still we try to enjoy, oh, this time I have made a mistake. Next time I can do this. In this, I'll be happy. So in cycle, I was not happy. Oh, if I take a bike, I'll be happy. Oh, not by bike then finally. By a car, I'll be happy. Then you think, oh, not by only by car, a bigger car, high level of things. In this way, we think that somewhere in higher material things, we get happiness. This is all a wrong path. Once you come to Bhagavad Gita, then ultimately you'll understand it's only through soul you get this happiness. This happen, eternal happiness when you start serving the Supreme Lord. So this is okay, fine. Yes. So now I'd like to ask other devotees to give your experience. First, share your experience from previous batch to this, and what yours or experience, how you are feeling your life before Krishna consciousness and after Krishna consciousness. So I'd like to start from Sindhu Mataji. And others who are willing to say something can raise your hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So before, I would like to give some updates on certificate and other things.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, sure, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna to everyone. So I think you all completed 18 days quiz. So you'll be getting your certificate through email by another 2-3 days. So Pramod Prabhu will share the consolidated sheet tomorrow. So you'll be getting to know how many chapters you have attended in that. So you'll share all the 18 days chapter link also. In that you can re-attend whatever the chapters you have missed. So you'll be getting your certificate through email. And you guys, you are asking about the YouTube. So I'll share the YouTube, all the 18 chapters YouTube link in your WhatsApp group. You can share to your friends, family, and whoever is not unable to attend these sessions. And you can watch any whenever you want. Okay. And Prabhu, anything to add, Prabhu?
No, Prabhuji. I know that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, because we did not give you this YouTube link that only to create seriousness in you. We wanted you to wake up early morning, come to the mode of goodness, so that it makes a favorable condition to understand this experience. With understanding, with hearing, you'll be experiencing something. That day becomes huge. So many days you are experiencing the day was short. Once you start waking up early morning, you see that the day has become more. So many things more to do in my life. So many things, new things you experience. So the YouTube link was not shared. But now, ultimately, we are sharing everything. And you can help others also by sharing this and making them to subscribe to this. They also, when they are free time, they can hear. And you also can once again revise it by hearing for the second time.
Okay. From tomorrow, from Monday, Kannada batch is going to start. Please share the link to your friends and family.
Anyway, I shared that, but today also once again we'll share, so that you can share with among your friends and colleagues who can know Kannada, hear Kannada, and just share to them. So, okay. Yes. I hope that is it. Thank you. Yes, Sindhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. There's something in the chat.
Yes, about Guru Dakshana, something they're asking. Okay, so personally, you can WhatsApp me so that I can share to you. Okay, so I don't want to make this public, and it is not that I don't want to make this like monetary thing. You have to pay me that way. See, in the ending also, that too, in the last, I told this to give Guru Dakshana. It's only a knowledge, part of knowledge. So after receiving the jnana, you have to pay some Guru Dakshana. That was only a knowledge. It is not that I'm asking something from you. So that is my ultimate thing, to give a complete knowledge. So I gave that. That's it. Then it's up to you. Anyhow, if you need to give something, I'll share to you the account details. But personally, you message me regarding this. Okay, WhatsApp. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So I came into contact with Prabhuji and ISKCON about 2.5-3 years ago. Pramod Prabhu, Raju Prabhu, all of us came together. We were the first batch with Prabhuji. From then on, the journey has been so good that, not even one day any one of us have missed a class. Now, each of us have our own classes to take, and we attend our higher level class. That is, we have people whom we help through to get into Krishna consciousness as we continue to grow in Krishna consciousness. There's never a day where you can say you know everything, you're always under a guru's guidance. And for me, it has been a wonderful journey. Why I say that is, I always knew there is something out there, there is something which is missing. And when I met Prabhu, I was kind of very low in my life because I had just lost my dad. So when I came in touch with Prabhuji, the 18-day session, the day one when we joined, till date, we are continuing that journey. And it has given a lot of knowledge about not only Bhagavad Gita and Krishna and everything, it also tells you how life needs to be lived. We've been living life as we wanted, and that is not life. There's something more than that. And that understanding, it came only through Prabhuji. And we've been learning so much about Prabhupada also. I think we are all indebted to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I was just listening to one of the devotees talk yesterday, and they were saying, Prabhupada is actually your father. You have father and mother for this life, but Prabhupada is our father forever. Because he gave us this knowledge, that eternal knowledge which we carry. We don't carry our wealth, we don't carry our friendship, we don't carry our body itself. So what do we carry into our next life? The only thing we carry is this Krishna Prajna, or this Krishna consciousness, where we are in that journey. And who started that journey? Who sowed that seed for us? Our Prabhuji. First is Prabhupada, through Parampara, our Guruji has sown that seed, and that is what we carry. And it is not that as soon as you chant, you become something, it's not a magic wand, in one day you will turn. But it is a beautiful journey. It is not the destination. Sometimes it is a journey which is more pleasurable, they say. And that is what Krishna consciousness is. The end result is chanting, and the journey towards chanting is chanting. So the journey and the destination is nothing but chanting. So, and also I've been working with some of the devotees from my batch here, Bhavani Mataji, Kirti Raj Prabhu. It's been about 2 to 3 months, but we've already built that relationship. We enjoy every milestone in that group, whether it may be birthdays or somebody is going through a tough time. It's a very sacred group where you can share. In the sense, there is no greed or lust or anything in between us. We are open in our group to share things. And if somebody needs help, this is a smaller group that you're seeing. If you come into the Kannada batch, it's a bigger group. It's like we are an army. If something is wrong with somebody, the entire army will be there. And we've gone through many ups and downs as a family. It's a bigger family that you need to understand. It's a much bigger family that you're uniting into. Any problem anybody has, all these people are there. Physically, some people are there, mentally and spiritually, and giving you full support. The entire team will be with you. And as you go, you will see. You've already seen the 18 days. You continue the journey with the next group. And then as people keep coming, you will see how big of a network this is and how helpful this is in life. As I said, it may seem too spiritual, but it is actual life. Without this, there is no life. According to me, without Krishna Prajna, there is no other life. The other life that you're having is all fake, It's not real. This is the real life. You're actually twice born, they say. You're actually born, correctly born, once you know Krishna, once you come into Krishna Prajna. And Prabhuji has been there throughout our journey. Whatever doubt we have, whatever problems we have, we've always taken his guidance and never hesitate to call him. He's always there, a phone call away, or maybe, I don't know how many miles far you stay from the temple. He's always there. He's very busy. He's extremely busy. He's been taking so many sessions. He's been traveling to pilgrimages. He's been doing a lot, but he's never busy for a devotee. He's never busy for some guidance. He's always there to guide you, to support you in whatever you need. However you want to grow, however you want to advance in Krishna Prajna, he is the right person to be with you. With that, I will end my session. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. And I hope you all heard Sindhu Mataji speaking. And now from tomorrow, she'll be taking over. And she will show many things to you, what I was not able to do in this 18 days. She'll be giving you a new life, because this verse-wise going one verse. This is something in an ocean, you're seeing the out. For example, you're experiencing the joy of waves. But now Mataji will be taking you into the ocean. So you'll be experiencing more bliss than that, what you experienced in this 18 days. Okay. Yes, Mataji. Thank you for this. Okay, next, Kirtiraj Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna to you. I want to share my personal experience, Prabhuji. So the day I started this 18, I was actually more curious. I wanted to get into this Bhagavad Gita classes from ages. And I think I have a lot of sin which we are into get out of it and then get into this. So that's where I actually think on. And I was very, it's kind of a demon in me, which was there before. I used to get anger for each and everything only with my family. So they are very close to me. I expect many things. I desire something from them. I don't get it. I get anger easily. And once I started getting into Krishna consciousness, that anger in me has gone away. That is something I started. My wife was so blissful, saying that, "Oh, you have changed so much." So it was like that. And again, the Maya around us, people came and said like, "Oh, you'll be a sannyasi. You'll go away," and all. And then again, she started crying and all. And then the way that I explained the things that Krishna showed me, many things along with her. There are many things. When you get into this, you'll feel the wonder. So that made her thinking, okay, whatever I'm doing is actually right. Yeah, I see Krishna around me. I see all the books, whatever I read. I get that knowledge. I also pass that one. See, this is what happening. This is what happening. And she started believing in me and believing in Krishna consciousness. But that is how it is started. I just wanted to say an example also. I even tested Krishna. When I started this 18 days class, I used to go for a movie and all. And now I started thinking that is not right way. I'm not seeing much of the movie. But when I started this 18 days class, I tested it because I used to drive and someone actually do some mistakes on the road. I get angry a lot. And I thought, okay, I want to pray Krishna. I had only half an hour. I know from Electronic City to Koramangala, half an hour is not enough on a peak day in the morning. It was a morning show around 9 o'clock and all. And I tested Krishna. I'll not get angry today. I'll say Hare Krishna Maha Mantram and then I'll go. And I'll see whether I can reach on time. You don't believe, it was a peak session. I didn't even get angry throughout. And I was saying Maha Mantram. I reached first in the theater. I and my wife went into where no one was there. I reached there 5 minutes before. And I was telling my wife, see, this is what it is. So you'll see wonders when you are actually getting into Krishna consciousness. And also the way that I drive, I see Krishna in everyone. I see Krishna, even someone stops me, I think, okay, Krishna is stopping me. So it has changed my life entirely, the way that I see things around me. And it's all because of Prabhupada, which I'll tell you. And as well as like our Surya Guruji, how he has taken us. It's a step-by-step process. Like anyone can say, okay, you go and chant, you will get things and do Naivedya. In one day they can say it, but it does not happen that way. From the day one, how it has to go and how it has to be done, it has been done properly. I'll tell you another example. I'm sorry if I'm taking longer time. I have the language barrier as well. Like for me, English is okay. For me, I can understand completely. I can be in sync. But my mom or like even my wife, they are from Tamil, right? They are not able to understand. Always we feel the mother tongue is always good, right? And even I tried going to Huzur, and even I was trying to get an association where they can get it. But the session they attended 3-4 sessions, it is not the same way how our Guruji has taken it. and they lost interest. So they when Sindhu Mataji preached me and all, my mom sit next to me and I explain this is what it is and all. They feel really blissful. And I'm just comparing it with other things and whatever our Prabhuji has given it. Please try to follow that. And it is very simple. Only thing is, like, we need to be in Krishna consciousness, be in good mood of goodness, where you get up early and do things. All these things have been said properly and step by step. Please be in Krishna consciousness. You will see wonders in your life. Yeah. Hare Krishna. I think I spoke much.
No, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. And one more good thing in Kirtiraj Prabhu, he associates offline also. He is near to Electronic City. Yesterday also was such a blissful day. With whole family came and we had a celebration there, morning and evening. So whole day we spent. It was a very great day yesterday. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. So others who are willing to say something can raise your hands. Meanwhile, I'll ask existing devotees and new devotees who are willing to say something can raise your hands. Or else how will I know who are? But this actually inspires us. When you say something, good feedback and good things, we also think we can do more and more of this kind of activities. Okay. Bhavani Mataji, would you like to say something?
Namaste, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sindhu Mataji. Prabhuji, ನೆನ್ನೆ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್. ಏನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇನ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಾಗರದಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ. ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೇಗಿದೆ ನನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀನಿ. ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನವರು ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನನ್ಗೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನಾನು ಏನಿದು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನನ್ನ ಟಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಅವತ್ತೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಸಿದ್ ನನ್ನವರು ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ನನಗ್ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ನನ್ಗೊಬ್ರು ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನನ್ಗೆ ಅವತ್ತೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದು. ಅದಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದು ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಇರೋರು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಅವತ್ತೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಏನ್ ಬಂದ್ರು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮೇನ್ ಅದೊಂದು, ಏನ್ ಬಂದ್ರು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಅಂತ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಹಂಬಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಹಂಬಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ನನ್ನವರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್, ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನನ್ನದು ಅದೊಂಥರ ಪ್ರೈಡ್. ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅದು ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ. ಏನೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ನ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದೊಂದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ. ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಹಂಬಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು, ತುಂಬಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಸಾಗರದಷ್ಟಿದೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ. ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಫೇಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಮುಂಚೆ ಆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ನನಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಧೈರ್ಯನೇ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎದ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡದ ಆ ರೀತಿ.
ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆಯೇನೋ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಏನ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೂ ನಂಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಫೇಸ್. ಬಟ್ ನೌ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಏನ್ ಬರ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಐಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಇದೀನಿ. ಅದು ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂತ ಇದೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ಜ್ಞಾನ ತುಂಬಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಆಸೆ ಇದೆ. ಯಾರು ಏನಂದ್ರುನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿರೋದು?
ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲೇ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ,
ಬನ್ನೇರ್ಘಟ್ಟನ. ನೋಡಿ, ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ವೀಕ್ಲಿ ಬರೋ ತರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆದ್ರೆ
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಲಸ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ, ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ತಿಂಗ್ಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ. ನೀವು ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಪ್ರಭುನ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ.
ಆಯ್ತು ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಮಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪೇ ಒಂಥರ ಆರ್ಮಿ ತರ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಇತ್ತು ನಂಗೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕಿತ್ತಿರಾಜ್ ಪ್ರಭು ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಸಿಂಧು ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ನನ್ಗೆ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ನಾವು.
Devotees association is different. Even family support you don't get. Certain time of conditions, you don't get the family support, but it is devotees. Devotees always see in the prospect of Krishna, the eternal prospect. Sometimes even the family, even parents, they'll be selfish. That, my daughter, my son is getting spoiled. My name and fame is going because they're doing committing some mistake. But when you speak to devotees, they ultimately think in the prospect of Krishna. Even then, they'll try to help us. Oh, you committed a mistake. Fine, nothing wrong, Mataji. From here, you can come out of it. But even sometimes, parents may not help. Definitely, devotees always there till the last breath. They will support. Even at the last breath, they'll come. Even you are so fallen, also they'll say, "Please chant Hare Krishna. Now you'll be getting liberated." At least they'll chant for us this way. Even being with very good friend, it's waste. Even being with a bad devotee also is benefiting to us, because never they'll give up us. So devotee association is yes, madam.
ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟು ನನ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ನನ್ನ ಸುತ್ತು ಇರೋರು ಕೂಡ ನನ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸೇಫ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ಗೊಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ಫೀಲ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಖುಷಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾನ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ಸೇ ಟು ಹಿಮ್, ನಾನ್ ದೇವ್ರ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಹೇಳೋದು ನನ್ಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಇವತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. ನೋವಾದ್ರೂ ಐ ಕಮ್, ಐ ಸಿಟ್, ಐ ಕ್ರೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೋ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನನ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ನನ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever I feel ಬೇಜಾರಾದಾಗ, really Prabhuji, I read my book.
Yes.
I read my book.
Yes. Krishna, in the books, Prabhupada is there. He'll be guiding each and every step of each and every step he will guide us. This is how you have to take your decision now. Yes.
ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗ್ಲಿ, whenever I'm confused, I take the book. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು verse, whichever I get to my hand, I read, I get my answer.
Yes, Mataji. I have experienced a lot in my beginning days of my Krishna consciousness when I was reading Prabhupada books. It was only a conversation, no reading. It was a conversation between me and Prabhupada. Literally sitting next to me. That was my feeling. Any question which arises in the mind, I don't know how he was knowing it. Next moment, next line, next paragraph, the answer is there. It was just literally I was experiencing the conversation with Prabhupada. That is how he takes us. I don't know how many have. I hope everyone are experiencing the same thing. Because he knows. Because he's sitting just next to Paramatma, I can see. Ultimately, as Paramatma is able to understand us, same way Srila Prabhupada through his books will be able to understand. Yes,
ನನ್ನ ಟಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಆಲ್ ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗೆ, ಅನಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೀರ್ತಿರಾಜು, ಸಿದ್ದು ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಶ್ವೇತಾ ಕೋಸ್ಲಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಭಾನುಪ್ರಿಯ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗೆ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರೇ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ದಮ್ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
Yes, Mataji. And where is Anil? He's not come yet. He's another great personality. Very calm, very calm. Any kind of situations, he'll be very calm. And you see, when we are calm, we can take right decisions.
Actually, ಎಲ್ಲಾರ ಮುಖಗಳು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮಗ್ ಕಾಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಮನ್ಸು. Actually, their faces are like that, very calm. No, but ನಾನೇ ತುಂಬಾ anxiety ಆಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು actually. Oh, they're very calm. Whenever I see their faces, oh, they are so calm. Why I'm so anxiety? ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇದಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ನನಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಮ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ.
It depends on the dependence on the Lord. When we depend more on Lord, we'll become very calm. Anything comes to life, any of Krishna is there to protect. So there is no anxiety in that. Yes, Mataji, thank you. One more thing I would like to say about the grouping. How do we do the groups? I think I did not explain you completely because it's a smaller group. I did not consider to say anyhow. So there will be next level of group. It is Krishna Sevak we call. So now one more thing I'll be asking to Chandrasekhar Prabhu and others how to maintain this group, to send the link to the same group. Just change the name of this group and you can send the link, so that no need of next level also. Whoever is willing to attend the daily sessions, they can just attend. But what is this next level? Next level, who takes the commitment that regularly I'll chant, I'll send the sadhana report, I'll see that I'll become a devotee. Who wants to come to the next level? For them, we'll create a new group as Krishna Sevak. Okay, there you will be, and you will be able to make our life to come to the next level. And there, if you are around 40 devotees, So another small groups will be created. This is how Karna we do. We have so many groups. So just for 10 devotees, we'll have one small group where you'll have a personal relationship with all the 10 devotees who's guiding each other, taking care of each other. When you're not doing some sadhana, they'll just have a call. Prabhuji or Mataji, how are you doing? Why do you not chat? How is your health? Everything is fine. This way they personally take care. And there's a bigger group that is Krishna Sevak. It is spiritually taken care. How many rounds are chanting? What is your sadhana in this way? Then after that group, you'll go to the next level when you're coming to the next level. In that way, it goes on. But the small group is always there. Your personal relationship with the devotees will be always. And this group will be based on the area wise. As much as possible, we see that in which area you are. In that way, we make this group. And for that, I hope they have to send this thing. Raji Prabhu should announce this. So they'll be sending a link. So you have to give your name, phone number, and the area where you stay. So by this, we'll make the group based on the areas also. I think Raji Prabhu, you can do that.
Krishna Prabhu.
Asking for the contacts.
So I'll be sharing the link, Google link, so you can send the form.
It will be name, your phone number, and
phone number, area. Area means if you are staying in Bangalore, you have to mention the particular area, like Vijayanagar, Rajajinagar. So suppose if you are staying out of Bangalore, like district wise, Ramnagar, Kolar, Chikballapur, Mysore, like that. That is enough for us.
Yes. If you are within Bangalore, you have to go. PIN code option is there, Prabhu?
No, bro. PIN code is not there.
Yeah. But is there anything that nearby areas like that?
No, bro. We removed that section, bro.
Also. Fine, not a problem. Okay. You just say the area name where you are. Yes, Prabhu. Suman Mataji. Actually, before no, Mataji, you have to unmute. Before, when we are collecting this information, no, we had so many things, PIN code, the area, which is the next area to you. So because we want to make them more close, now we thought it is, and many devotees, they think, why they are asking so many details? Do they want to come to my house? Something, things all they were expecting. And if I, okay, fine, let them say where is their area, let them connect it. Okay, yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, unfortunately, my house is in Yelahanka, very far from Electronic City.
And Raju Prabhu is somewhere near to Yelahanka.
Okay.
Yes. You get the association everywhere. Yes, Mataji.
I'm a teacher by profession.
Great.
So yesterday there was a get-together and interactive session was there. So there I shared about this Bhagavad Gita and actually what it is to around 50 to 60 people. And I was so surprised that none of them knew about it. Like most of them, they were like, though they knew that it's about Arjuna and Krishna, what exactly it is, they did not know. So in a very short span of time, I just told it is about the conversation and how to lead life. So they were so happy. And I thought that I could share the link with my group there.
You shared, Mataji?
I didn't share. I wanted to ask you.
Yes, why not, Mataji? Please, you share to everyone.
Yeah, maybe Kannada link I'll share, definitely.
Yeah, I know from tomorrow it's starting. You can share.
Yes.
Yes, you can share.
Yes, because they are interested. I couldn't tell them as good as you tell. I just maybe in 10 minutes, I told the crux of it, the central idea of it.
Yes, you're greater than me, Mataji. It takes 18 days. It takes 10 minutes to.
No, Prabhuji. It was it was like a mustard seed in a mountain. What I told was a very tiny part of it.
Yes.
But I'm so grateful to you for showing me the right path Like it was like, though I was doing the Naivedya part and all that, but this chanting part, I thought it was not so important. But now I have started.
Great, Mataji.
I'm so thankful to you, Prabhuji.
Yes, we are all very thankful to Srila Prabhupada, who has created a family, one
Yes, yes.
for the whole world, not only for Bangalore, India, anything, the whole world.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Yes, Mataji, you'll experience the same experience even you go to other countries, not states, even other countries. You go to even Pakistan, there's a center in Karachi, where even being Muslims who are become devotees, they treat devotees. Devotees are always the same, Mataji. Let it be any caste, creed, whatever it is. And you can experience same thing in Africa, in China, in Japan, wherever you go, the whole world. There is same atmosphere with the devotees. As soon as somebody sees with tilak, they just greet us. Hare Krishna Prabhu. You'll be so blessed to see, hear that somewhere unknown place, something you are in a desert, the middle of a desert, and you get water. How blessed you feel. In that somewhere nobody is there. I'll be saying like this. Somebody say, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Just seeing the tilak and kantiman.
Yes.
So,
I heard that Saudi Arab has started Bhagavad Gita classes. Is it true, Prabhuji?
I don't know about it, but still, even if they start, but there should be a devotee message. See, Bhagavad Gita is not a big thing here. Bhagavad Gita, anyone can purchase and read, and somebody can say, but a person who is saying about Bhagavad Gita should be a devotee.
Yes.
Once again, he interprets and gives many other things out of Bhagavad Gita. It's not that everyone are able to understand Bhagavad Gita. So it should be only devotees. That's the more important.
Yes.
Mataji,
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Mataji, please share this Kannada link.
Yes, yes, of course, sure.
And
Thank you.
Prabhuji, you can tell that Mataji, as she is a teacher, she can take up the preaching service like Sindhu Mataji.
Yes, yes, Mataji. See, we need everyone to be the soldiers of this, what I can say, army, like the head of this. So where you take others also with you. We need two things. See, one thing I'm saying for everyone, whoever wants to be serious in Krishna consciousness, two things they have to do. One, they should have a superior, and they should be having somebody whom they are guiding. Otherwise, we cannot progress. Not always only input is possible for us. Some output also should be there. So for someone, you have to explain this. At least 2-4 devotees who are under you, where you are guiding them. It can be from the group, it can be from the family, it can be from the colleague, relatives, wherever. But somebody should and must be below you, whom every day you are guiding him, saying one verse to him, saying something about Bhagavad Gita, something about chanting, offering somewhere. Something is happening every day. This is the thing. Always you're taking the guidance, you're giving it. Taking, giving, both should be there, then only you can progress. And especially teachers. Actually, in Kannada batches, Mataji, what is your mother tongue?
Kannada, Prabhuji.
Okay. So in Kannada batch, you can see many of them are teachers. So one Mataji is the principal of Narayana College, and many other Matajis are headmasters, and even many places, not only in Bangalore, from Kolar, from Bangarpet, and many places, and Chitradurga, Gulbarga, Bagalkote, many places, many other who have taken up the interest in coming forward and taking representative roles. And here we'll be having next, anyhow, in the meetings, we'll be speaking about this, how to be a representative, what are the duties you have to do. It's very simple things, but still you can do it very easily. But we need persons who are in this field, who are in the field of teaching, because already they have their nature, they have experienced something. So the same thing can be done in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, I'll be, I will be blessed to do something like this.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
But I cannot read Kannada, Prabhuji. I was out of state.
No, this will be English. You'll be doing something for the English session, not for Kannada.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Next, Geeta Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
No, I just wanted to tell you that that day I was chanting without Japamala.
Yes.
So you said you have to buy. I was in a confusion from where to buy, how to buy, and so that day I walk with Krishna itself. Like from where to buy, you have to show me the like way. So I'm a doctor actually by profession. So in the department I have a sister. She is a like these things she does puja and all. They're Brahman basically. So I went and asked her, from where do we get here in. So she said, Madam, Adu Raghavendra Matadalli sigatte alle pakkadalli shop alli. Then she asked, yarg beku? I asked for myself, sister. So she said, Madam, andre, her sister went to Chardham, had been to Chardham. So she got Japamala for everybody. She distributed Japamala. So she said, I have one more piece left. I'll give you. So next day, yesterday itself, she gave me this Japamala. You can see this Rudraksh Japamala. So it is how, because I am giving this because, telling this because when you ask Krishna, he'll show you the way. Definitely he'll show you the way. Immediately I got this. I'm so happy. Really, I'm doing this Mahamantra Japa morning also I did using this. Thank you, Guru Prabhuji. No, this is, I wanted to share how we get influenced when we start reading, following Krishna, and we work in Krishna consciousness.
Sometimes we feel for it, no? We have missed Krishna for so many years. He's just next to us. He wants to help us in every moment. But it is we, with pride and with false ego, egoistic, envious on Krishna. We don't want to ask him. We don't want to surrender to him. But he's always next to us. Just ask anything.
Yes.
Please help me. He's ready to do it.
I have a lot of experiences with that, Guruji. Really. Just I wanted to share because everybody should know how we get influenced.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
I'm very thankful to you and your team once again. Very thankful.
Thank you, Mataji.
It was a great job.
You also can be one among our team, Mataji, in upcoming years. Yes.
By Krishna's blessings.
Yes.
On lighter note, Mataji can give one chanting mala to her patients and ask chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra along with her treatment.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Mataji, where you stay?
In Davangere, Prabhu.
Davangere. I'll see some devotees who are in Davangere also. I'll give the contacts. You can just have a touch with them also. And see that you, sometimes you get some japa beads you purchase for 10 or 20 something, keep with you. And guide others, your patients, when they are coming with trouble. Show them the path of this Krishna consciousness. They'll be really always remembering you in their life. They'll never forget you. Yes.
Sure, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. Vasant Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hey Krishna Prabhu.
Actually, in short, I would like to cover my journey. Basically, I was atheist in my.
So openly you are saying that.
I don't believe in the things, and I act that way. I never listened to my parents as well because they were so busy in God-related work, but it's in Maharashtra.
Yes.
But I was like that. But slowly I started to visit temples, ISKCON temples. But just for it's like a tour. It is a good temple, big temple. Go and visit. Then that was my journey. Then we came to Bangalore. It's just 6 months. Last 6 months I am in Bangalore. My wife is she's so serious about these things. So forcefully she took me to the biggest temple in the Bangalore. I think Rajajinagar. But still she is feeling something is missing. I took her actually. I postponed it multiple days. We will go next week. But 1 week I went with her, and there we visited, but she's not happy. So she asked there for devotees, like, is there anything which is nearby me and I can join the things? At that time also I'm just ignoring the things. Let's go, okay. Then we got your number, and since I met you, I mean, it's difficult to believe me, but after that I changed my perception. A lot of things I changed. It's amazing actually. The way I look at the spiritual things is different. obviously she is not comfortable, I mean, we were doing everything, but she still has some issues. She's not sleeping well. We went to the doctors. Jiva, which is too popular. It's been working last 30 years, I think, in Ayurveda. So we did the things like whatever we can do about the medicines, but still it didn't work. We simply went. Then just after meeting you, that is the only person I remember. After that one day, from the next day onwards, she never have such issue till day. So that was a shocking point for me. I mean, how it could be possible? I mean, what is this? So since then, I was too serious about these things. So it's really, and now I'm so humble about this. And I mean, I have no questions now. I mean, just go with the flow, get the things whatever you can, because as in IT, I had in different flow like association, a lot of things, culture. But yeah, I'm trying to be in this flow, and it's too good. And it's been last 6 months, but I don't think, because we think that we have been knowing the association, like you and Anil Prabhu, Chandrasekhar Prabhu, all team. It's like we have been staying with you since last couple of years. It's that kind of communication, like saying Hare Krishna or mixing, doing each and everything. So this is amazing. I mean, thank you for this, and really, I mean, this is shock for me how it happened. But this is it. That is the fact.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Accepting. When you start accepting, Krishna reveals more. You said in the beginning I was atheist, but I'll say now you are a perfect atheist. No way.
Actually,
I was seeing your
I
services.
used to tease the people who used to do the things. I mean, why? Always I used to say why. A lot of questions I always having. So, but yeah, we need to meet, specific persons, spiritual kind of energy, or there are a lot of things without saying anything. I got the answer from you. So obviously, I'm curious. I mean, I am a curious type of person. I am observing person always. So that I got the things. I mean, how to tackle or how to adjust the things.
Yes, Prabhu. Definitely start reading Srila Prabhupada books and chanting. Krishna will be guiding you within, and through books, Prabhupada will be guiding you to another better path and more blissful path to you. And you have a beautiful family.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Amazing. I think it's
thank you all, Prabhuji. Really, it's amazing, because I was been visiting temples in Pune, but this is it's different, Prabhuji. I mean, it's next level.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Thank you,
Because your heart is here, you feel it. But I say everywhere devotees are the same. See, as a diamond has different faces, everyone are in a different way, but still, where we get attracted, we feel that is all, that is everything for me. Like definitely, all devotees, all temples, everywhere. It's only a sweet. Sometimes we don't get that, we don't taste it, so we feel this is better than that. We compare, but everything is the same. Devotees can't differentiate, even if he is an angry devotee, even if he is any kind of a devotee he might be, but ultimately he will be benefiting. Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Anyone else want to speak? You can raise your hands. No, then we'll wind up. Yes, Manjunath Prabhu. Heli Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
ಹೇಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಮುಂಚೆ ನನಗೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ everybody knows anything, everything of XYZ, but nobody knows anything of ABCD ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚೂರು ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ABCD ನೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, XYZ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಾವೇ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಯಕನ ಹತ್ರ ನೀವು 25 ವರ್ಷ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಅರುಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, ಮರಗಳು ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ 25 ವರ್ಷ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, 50 ವರ್ಷ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ವಯಸ್ಸೆಲ್ಲ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಂಗಿದೆ. ಇವರು ಕೀರ್ತರಾಜ್ ಪ್ರಭು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ನಾವು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಓಡಿಸೋದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ತುಂಬಾ ಇರಿಟೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದು, ತುಂಬಾ ಕೊಂಬ್ ಬರೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಳದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಯಲಹಂಕ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಸುಮಾರು 1 ಗಂಟೆ 2 ಗಂಟೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 3 ಗಂಟೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಬೇಜಾರ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದು ಚೂರು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಹನೆ ತಾಳ್ಮೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂಚೂರು ಬೇಜಾರು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸಿಂಧು ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅದೇನು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭೋಜನ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ತಿಂದ್ರು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತುಂಬಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ದಿನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಲ್ದಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. 5:20ಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಪ್ರಭು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ನಾವು ಹೇಳಕ್ ಅಷ್ಟ ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಬಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಭು. ಮೇದನ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ಕುಂಡಿಸ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಪ್ರಭು. This is a real role of a father, showing the right path for the kids. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾರ್ಗ ತೋರಿಸುವಂತ ತಂದೆ ಬೇಕು. ಆಸ್ತಿ ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಏನು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಸಾಕು, ಖಂಡಿತ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಕಾಪಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರ್ಸಿಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾರ್ಗ, ಧರ್ಮದ ಮಾರ್ಗ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ಜೀವನನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. So Manjunath Prabhu is doing that. He's making his daughter to sit, waking up in the morning, making her to sit and hear this. That's a great thing, you know. So I hope parents who are here, somewhere you have to think about it. So show a right path to your kids. Somewhere you associate, or online also, no, at least online. You see that every session they sit. See, she's Hare Krishna Meda.
Thank you, brother.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, fine, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Okay, anyone else? Prabhu, Anil Prabhu barlilva? Is Anil Prabhu come?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಭು, ಅವ್ರ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
Oh, meeting? Which meeting, Prabhu, today?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ.
Okay, he's not in the meeting. You said he'll be in another meeting someday. Okay. Fine, okay, thank you. That's it. We'll end the session. Something Vasant Prabhu wants to say. Yes, Prabhu?
One question, Prabhuji. Actually, she has attended first 4 lessons as well, but she didn't get quiz link because she was not in that group. So she wanted to get that link.
Quiz link?
Yes. First 4 chapters.
Yeah, it will be posted today, Prabhu. I think Pramod Prabhu or Raji Prabhu, they'll be posting all the 18 days quiz links.
Okay.
If you are missed, you can just complete it.
Yes. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you to all. So I thank each and every devotee who participated in this sessions and 18 days completed it and seen a new way in your life, a new life. So I pray to the Lord Srila Prabhupada so that always you get the guidance and the blessings of the Lord, so that you never ever give up Krishna consciousness, never ever give up the feet of the Lord. So in all the way he has to protect you all and make you more better devotees, better preachers, better than me. So you all should conduct such kind of classes also, guide hundreds, lakhs and millions of people on this Krishna consciousness. So this is how the whole world becomes peaceful, not just by material things. When you understand who is your eternal Father, that gives the real bliss. So the right way of living. And it is our duty. It is our duty. When we miss out, and this is, I don't have time, but I should say, think, all this is happening because of our ancestors. So they were not serious enough in this because they took it very casually. When the invaders who came in, they started demolishing everything, spoiled our culture, everything was gone. Even then, they did not know the value of our culture. What is that we are missing? And they made them to get attracted towards their culture and towards many other things, that this is superior. So actually we were living, it is said as the Sone Kachiriya. Our country was a Sone Kachiriya. It was a golden thing. At the time of Vijayanagara period, the pearls, diamonds, gold was on the street, it was sold. That was the richness. We were very prosperous, opulent, not only in culture, in education, in knowledge, everything is prosperous. Because when Krishna is there, everything becomes prosperous. So now it's our duty. After knowing this, at least preach to. Each devotee should preach at least to 100 members. Please share this link. If you're not able to reach them directly, share this link. See that they attend. Follow up with them, call them. Please do attend. Once you attend and you see the difference, if then you are not okay with it, then you can leave it. Something like that. So sometimes it becomes our responsibility also. Not for them, actually, it is for me. If I wanted to be protected, I want to be in a good, safe hands, I should have a good atmosphere surrounded me. All our neighbors and everyone should be Krishna consciousness so that I will be protected. Or else where there's a demon or there is a sense gratifier next to me and is always showing some unwanted things and is always in the other way, easily I get attracted to him. I'll be spoiling my life also. So just to protect myself, at least I should start preaching. Okay, so this is my humble request to all. Some other way, everyone have your own intelligence. Don't think whatever I say you have to do. No, you have your own intelligence. Utilize it in Krishna consciousness. As a teacher, as a technician, as a builder, as whatever, as even a coolie. You're doing some coolie also, not a problem. You're taking the mud and stone, go to the other person, you chant Hare Krishna. I am doing. As a coolie you can do, as a boss you can do, as a manager, whichever the top to down, wherever you are. But you can see that you preach to everyone this. So that you are in the safer hands. Krishna will be very pleased by this attitude. I should protect myself and see that I protect others also. Okay. So thank you once again to all. So let us chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra and wind up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. So now I'll give the option to unmute yourself and say Hare Krishna once and leave the session.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Truptiraj
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Manjunath Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Movi, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Vasant Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Shweta
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Manjunath Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Netra Mataji, Hare Krishna. Leelavati Mataji, Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Jai Sudha Mataji, Hare Krishna, Chandrasekhar Prabhu, Sindhu Mataji, Raja Prabhu, Hare
Krishna Prabhu, Chandra Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Raju Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Sindhu Mataji, Hare Krishna, Sunath Prabhuji, Hare Krishna to all. Thank you all for taking your time and attending all these sessions. We'll see you in daily chanting sessions from tomorrow onwards. Thank you.